school, y'all come with worst time to be alive. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like this is not this is not the worst time to be alive. But low key, I think there's something in the air right now where like everybody got hatred in their heart. Now, I ain't gonna say everybody. There's some good niggas out there, but most niggas. But I think it's social media, cause niggas that will hate on niggas. Like I see people hate on kids. Like I thought kids was off limits, but hell no. But let's go ahead and get into the welcome new people, new subscribers.
It's facing a massive turmoil all around it, and people aren't really happy with things like wars that don't need to be happening.
Bye, Russia!
Inflation that turned a Little Caesars pizza from $5 to $10. It don't even be.
Oh God! So you swear to God, y'all, the world's ending. Nigga, Little Caesars Little Caesars upgrade they fucking pizza to $10. Y'all. Like no, like y'all might be thinking I'm fucking playing. Like no shit, like no, like real life. $5. Hey nigga, I'm thinking about fucking Subway. My dumb ass. But nigga, the pizza used to be $5. What?
Tasting good enough for this price. Little Caesars, y'all know you're wrong for this. People barely being able to afford to live. But all things considered, we're probably at the best moment in humanity compared to other times.
Yeah, low-key.
Which is why we're going to be looking at the worst times to be alive. Starting
Great
off
Depression.
with none other than caveman times. The name of it in general gives it away. Caveman times. Them had to live in caves to survive the nights for slumber. Like, we consider the least you can have in life is shelter. Their shelter was a damp cave with all types of insects and bats flying around. You could barely around and risk sleeping because a 20-foot spider might bite your nuts off while you sleep. And could you imagine how sleeping in the winter would have been like? I know that rock bed felt like ice cream. The typical day for a caveman is...
But nigga, they didn't have no damn taxes, and to be honest, bro, listen, for them to survive, bro, I feel like they had to adapt, they learned, like, I thought they really gained a bunch of skills just being out there, so real life, bro, it couldn't have been that bad.
Waking up and hoping you weren't eaten by either a saber-toothed tiger, a woolly mammoth, or Elon Musk. Then you had to go out and actually hunt for your food. And unless you're the liver king and hunting bulls, then throwing a testes in your breakfast cereal, you probably don't do this. And the worst part, too, is that their weapons weren't even that good. Like, what did they have? Spears, bows and arrows,
That's pretty
hammers?
good.
They use that shit in Minecraft now to survive. A spear or bow was probably cool to get a little bird or fox, but what the f is it gonna do against the gigantic
What the fuck is
I'm
that?
not gonna try to pronounce his name, but
That's
this big ass ape.
And that's real?
Species of ape that were 10 feet tall and weighed over a...
I might have spoke too damn soon. A damn ape that's 10 feet fucking tall, nigga? Nigga, I would have thought that nigga's basically God. Nigga, what the fuck? Hell no. What you... Nigga, y'all, you see, y'all not really... Nigga, that's about the size of, like, a little small one-story house, my nigga. Fuck no. Nigga, fuck, that's probably like two-story house. No. Cause what would I even do? And then, what if this nigga look at me? I feel like the gigantorous blackie... Is that black? I feel like this is just racist. Like, my nigga, what the fuck? What you mean, blackie? Anyway, I feel like this nigga, like, I feel like he the type of nigga that's cocky. Like he playing with his food. Like, he gonna look at me and smirk. Fuck no.
1,000 pounds. This must be the primate Shaq comes from, because ain't no way, dog. You're gonna need about 1,000 arrows to take one of these down. Imagine these lived in modern times with us. The NBA would be paying top dollar to get one of them on their team. But nowadays, we could see one of these creatures and be like, damn, that's crazy.
What do you be finding these?
You also gotta factor in weather too, because unlike today's tools where we can predict when anything is gonna happen, before they had to take a gamble if their village was gonna be up or taken by a tsunami in the middle of the night. I would turn into a villain if I woke up and the whole village was swept away except for me. And people talk about lifespan being low before modern medicine in the past, but imagine in caveman times. They'd be lucky if they celebrated their 18th birthday. Doing my research with asking a question on Google, the average caveman lived to 20 to 25 years old. He was already considered unk at 12 years old. A caveman could just catch the common cold and everyone in the village already knew it was GG's. If my caveman homie caught the cold and gave it to me, I'm gonna have to spear his ass first before the cold takes it. Plus, since there was no hygiene like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, they were dying to basic things nowadays like tooth infections and ass AIDS. Well, I don't know about ass AIDS, but a leaf to wipe your ass had to have not been helped. But the main reason I couldn't live back then, quite frankly, is because everyone was ugly as shit. Like, how am I supposed to be on my Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, looks maxing, edge mewing, jelking type of timing when I look like this? I just keep bashing my
That
face.
nigga, wait, what you mean? That nigga's quite handsome. Like, no glaze? No glaze. Like, I feel like...
Type of timing when I look like this.
Yeah, bro, listen, bro. I feel like this nigga will get all the bitches. No glaze. Like, I don't know what the fuck that noise is, but that's probably what they was talking. Like, probably, like, how did languages come about? Like, y'all, let's really think about that. Cause what was caveman speak? Like, what's it like? Spanish caveman talk? What's it like? Italian? Like, how the fuck do we? How did language come about? Bro, I gotta do my fucking research. Cause I feel like some of y'all look at my ass like a dumbass right now. Cause y'all been, well, actually, it started in 1760. Nah, it's gonna go farther than that. 1400 some when blah 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 blah. Like, y'all niggas be on y'all shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I love y'all niggas. Y'all always keep me updated. I love y'all.
I just keep bashing my face against the wall and hope my proportions smooth out better like handsome Squidward. The next time we got is the medieval times. Now,
that was goated.
Obvious reason I wouldn't survive.
Oh, yeah,
as well. Let's just say I wouldn't be allowed in the town with the regular folks. But it's not like I want to because was not fun. Like, I know I already talked about hygiene with the caveman, but holy at least they died early. There were actual old people in the medieval times. Back then, they used to actually think it was healthier to not shower. Scientists were not the brightest creatures.
I don't know that.
They thought diseases were caused by smells, and if you took a shower, it opened up the pores for the disease to enter your body. Which has got to be the dumbest conclusion ever, but hey, that's what you get on a diet of stale bread and moldy cheese. I also like me a nice toilet with a sea-ass temp set at 68 degrees Fahrenheit to set forth the environment for my bowels to erupt. But do you know what a medieval toilet looked like? It was a hole in the ground. And after people finished doing their business, they would just throw their outside. Imagine walking to school or work in the morning and you get hit by 5 pounds of diarrhea from above. And in medieval times, you better hope you don't get caught with doing a heinous act like being a traitor, being black, because their torture methods were out of pocket for no reason. If you're tapped into the historical side of
what
YouTube,
is that?
you've seen how wild they could get. And the names give them away of the torture devices. Like, what type of joyous object would be called the breast ripper? The worst one to...
What the fuck? The breast ripper, my nigga? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Bruh, y'all, I have a vivid imagination, and what I just pictured is insane. What the fuck? How do you eat? Bruh, I'm trying to think of the nigga who's sitting back coming up with these schemes. This nigga's like, bro, you know what'd be crazy, bro? But you know the next torture device we should make? What, nigga? The breast ripper. The fuck?
Me is the rack where they tied you to a mechanical device that rotates and slowly stretched out your body until every bone broke and you ripped in half. If they bring this back as a torture method, never in my life am I even attempting to do the pettiest crime. I'm gonna be the most stellar citizen the government has ever seen. I'll always make sure to cross the street on a crosswalk, and I'll always make sure to go exactly the speed limit.
Exactly.
And it's not like they even did it for only extreme criminals. If you simply had a different religious belief, they was finna call you a witch and put you on it pronto. Honestly, I don't even know why you would even tell them you have a different religious belief. Like, you just gotta be f***ing stupid. Also, people think politicians and world leaders are corrupt now, but could you imagine back then? You could probably give a king the wrong look, and if he's already mad that day, he'll just send you to be executed.
This damn
peasant! A king... Honestly, I'll probably do that too. Like, if I see some dude in the kingdom that looks handsome and might be a threat to my pulling abilities, I'm gonna have him executed. Game is...
You hating ass nigga. What the fuck? Nigga, wait. Just cause he look good? And what is this?
Game. And it's not like anyone was going against the king. If they tried, they would barely have a chance. You would try killing a king, a knight would stop you, then put you through the most excruciating torture to ever exist.
You got it, sir.
Take him to Detroit.
What does that even mean?
We also thought quarantine was bad and staying a year and a half or 2 years inside was excruciating. But in medieval times, they had the Black Plague and... yeah, we really shouldn't be complaining. You were waking up every day and bodies were dropping left and right like no tomorrow. One day it was your homie's grandmother gone. The next day it was your grandmother gone. This plague took out 50% of the population. Imagine right now we went from 8 billion to 4 billion. Honestly, I don't mind some of y'all being taken out, but 4 billion was a little too much for me, you know? And their plague was 7 years. Also, the doctors were not helping back then because why did they choose this as their outfit? They look creepy as f***.
I ain't gonna lie, bruh. How the fuck? See, y'all, the fact, like, who's came in with this? Like, who's coming up with this? And who said, bro, you know what, bro? I got an idea. This shit would be so hard. Like, who wrote this on paper and said, and everybody just came to agreement with it? Like, there's no fucking way.
No way in hell I'm letting these dudes get near to help me with
Hell
my
nah.
medical predicaments. They couldn't have chose a scarier costume to go with. What
Oh
were they
God,
thinking?
literally.
Imagine being an innocent child and having the Black Plague, then
Nigga
this
walking
thing
your room.
comes to aid and consulting. I'ma just say my prayers to my Lord and Savior, then drop dead.
Nigga,
The next time
that is literally the Reaper, nigga. If I see that nigga, I'm already knowing. Take me.
we got is segregation times. And if you're
Damn.
not of a melanated skin tone, well, congratulations. You get a one-time pass
You're
for this
good.
portion of the video to relive it. Let me give a shout-out real quick to the GOATs. MLK,
Yes,
Rosa
sir.
Parks, Malcolm X.
Yes,
because
sir.
without them, you wouldn't be watching this video of me. Either that or there would be a black-only YouTube and white-only YouTube. So, I don't know. Maybe you would be watching it. I would have...
How would that look? A black only YouTube and only white? Like, I feel like that should be crazy.
been
Okay?
pissed off living back then because the hassle you had to get anything while segregated was absurd. Like, we already know everything was separated by black and white places only, but then imagine how many actual black businesses you could go to. The hassle you had to go through alone to be able to open a business was almost impossible.
Insane,
As soon as
bro.
they saw the race listed on the business application, you know they did not give a fuck. If you had to get a life-threatening surgery, you might as well just end it there.
Yeah, nigga,
There
you're
were
done.
about
You're
50
done. You're
people
cooked.
in line in front of you. And even if you did manage to get something luxurious like a car back then, you was getting pulled over every time you
Facts.
tried. You probably couldn't even use the car at nighttime anyways because sundown towns. Which for y'all that don't know are towns that ban non-white people from coming in after sundown. Imagine you don't know and randomly
Do you know, bruh? I live in Alabama. I would be fucked. Nigga, I would be so cooked, nigga, literally. Nigga, I would be done. Nigga, I can, bruh, you know what always, like, fucks with my mind? How in the world was I born in one of the most racist fucking states of all time? Like, how? Like, they're always, like, when we was learning about this in school, I was like, this shit happened here? Here? Down the street? What the hell? The next city over? Bro, ain't gonna lie. Like, when we was learning about racism, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, there was moments I did not like y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there was a moment, bro, I was like, damn. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, okay, let's talk about this shit. Like, real quick. Like, I'm not gonna talk your ears off, but like being black and learning about racism for the first time, or like, it wasn't the first time because, you know, parents have those talks with you, but just like, I don't know, that shit just do something to you. I don't, like, because like, I can't control this. You can't control whatever color skin you is. Like, it's just like, you hate me because how I look? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's the, like, to this day, that's this, like, I've learned, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I've learned quite a bit about, like, racism and all, and I still don't get it. I still don't understand y'all niggas. Like, can somebody, like, on this video, like, break it down to me, like, somebody who's really into it, and I really want to get into it, I really want to do, like, I want to learn my history, like, 20 times what I know now, because I know just a smidge, and the shit that I know now, oh, Lord. I might get banned, which is crazy. Like, did you know? I got a strike one time for speaking about this. Like, it said hate speech. I'm hate speeching about my own people, man.
driving to the town a minute after
Niggas be
sundown and
killing me.
catch a beating. I'd be pissed. And a beating is probably the lightest punishment they'd consider. I'd also be mad too because I wouldn't be able to talk to one of my white homies half the time. You couldn't hang out at the same
Nigga, you wouldn't have no white homies back then, buddy.
school,
You wouldn't have no white
hotels,
homies.
bars, restaurants, parks, basically anywhere that was fun. The only place we would be able to talk is probably a damn grass field in the middle of Iceland. And if your love happened to be of another race as well, they definitely not gonna let that pass. You finna get banished from the family. Why do you think you've never seen an old light-skinned person? Really question yourself. Have you ever seen an old light-skinned person? They're
Have I? This nigga got me questioning my whole belief. Nigga, have I?
They wasn't breeding them until like 50 years ago. It wasn't allowed. Thank the heavens they allowed it, or else we would have never gotten my pookie wookie freaky snake. You could be walking down the street normally doing your own thing, and randomly someone is calling you the hard R like it's Call of Duty. And unlike Call of Duty where you can talk
That
back,
is facts,
you couldn't
though.
risk doing it because you know the cops are not taking your side. You get in a life sentence if you even think of speaking back. Crazy thing is, some people act like this was like 500 years ago or something. The Civil Rights Act got passed 60 years ago. Some people alive were in their 20s, 30s, and 40s when it got passed. And of course, the last time we got is World War II because, no. Now, World War II was one of those times where every war got bad. First, you had to get drafted to a war you didn't want to fight. Like, I don't got no problems with anyone. Why the f am I fighting? These presidents got to start fighting in a boxing ring or something because I'm not fighting with some problems. And patriotism went extra crazy before because kids were dead ass lying to get drafted and fight for the country. I'm doing the exact opposite of this happen. Whatever means it takes to not be drafted, I'm doing it. If I gotta lie about my age and act 12 years old, I'm doing it. If I gotta go up in a political position and be safe, I'm doing it. If I gotta act like I'm sped for years, I'm doing it. And it's even worse for other wars like the Vietnam War. Because they would announce the draft picks on live TV and whatever birthday was,
nigga, that's sick work. Cause you can't dodge that shit.
You were getting drafted. They treat it like it's the NFL or NBA draft. Imagine watching this live and them going, okay, and the draft we have for the Vietnam War of 1972 is going to be... okay, I'm March 3rd. Please don't be me. Please don't be me. Please don't be me. March 4th. Oh! Guess I'm good after all. There's been a mistake in the announcement. We meant March 3rd. Fuck! Patriotism really worked back then because all they knew was what the TV played and what the government said. Being on a war field
now we know too damn much and ain't nobody really going to that shit.
For months and not knowing when you're gonna either get sniped, hit by a 5-foot tank shell, captured by the enemy, and being tortured for weeks wasn't really the best living times for people. And if you were Japanese, well, I mean... You know how that story goes. Japan was ruthless though, not gonna lie, but could you imagine you're drafted into the Japanese military and the job they assign you is as a kamikaze? There was no age limit to this.
Sir, take me out. Sir. So I think you got the name mixed up. You mean something else, right? What name?
Job either. They gave this job to teenagers. Your fate is already destined that you're dying. What do you even do at that point? A nigga like me would have to dip in the middle of the mission and just let the plane crash in the ocean. I feel like it would be way easier nowadays to get people to do it though. You could recruit by looking for some emo kids or sad edit TikTok comment section, you know, people that wouldn't mind losing their life anyways. And if you were Jewish, well, I mean...
I didn't believe it today.
You also know how that story goes. And after being forcibly drafted to the war, you'd come back home and still be broke. With all that PTSD you got, it was probably hard to work any job. You couldn't work in a restaurant because you get PTSD from oil popping from the frying room. You couldn't work a factory job because you get PTSD from all the loud machines. You couldn't work as a corn star because you get PTSD from all the clapping. And even if you do get paid, it's barely enough to scrap by. There's no reason we should have homeless veterans. So yeah, guys, even though the world isn't perfect and things seem like they're always getting worse, at least you didn't have to
either be a corn star because all the clapping. I'm not gonna laugh. I gotta remain focused. Y'all.
Be a kamikaze pilot. I think that's the lesson here. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As well.
Shout out to my boy Tommy, man. Go ahead and get my boy his original video gonna be down in the well, not in the comments, in the goddamn description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think is the worst time to be alive, like to you. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anything, bro, with the Jews, black people, bro, all that shit. Bro, to be honest, bro, I feel like there's so much that we don't know. I feel like there's so much that goes, like there's probably something happening right now that we don't know about. Like, this, like, under wraps. So, who knows, bro? Like, and I don't want to say, oh, it was the worst. Never mind. I'll take that back. Don't say the worst time to be alive. Just be like, worst moments in history to our knowledge, bro. I love y'all. Stay safe. See you next video. We out. Ugh.